Okay, right, How-to+plumber. Today we're gonna do a couple of bath taps. We're going to change these single bath taps to some mixer taps, so we've got a shower in the bathroom. Okay, this wall will want all tiling after it's done because the wall will go down the back. The valve for this system is up here. This is the cold water supply. That little slot there is the valve. I've turned it already, so the water's off. Just turn the taps on, flush the toilet which has been flushed, open this tap, and that will take care of all the water. Next thing is to turn the hot water off, and that's out of the kitchen, so follow me. Hot valve on this one is up here in a rather precarious position. It's full of paint, so we're going to knock that out. It won't turn until that's out of it. Bring it out with a hammer and a screwdriver, paint out of it. Knock all the paint off around the outside of it. Tap. Don't worry about the paint work. There's a good painter and decorator in here, I know. Touch it up afterwards. So make sure that's all out. And we hope it's going to turn off. The little valve up there doesn't work, so we're turning off this red gate valve that feeds this tank here. And we can soon tell if the water turns off, but by turning on the top tap. And as you can see, it's come to a stop, so that's the right one. So now we can do the taps. Okay, the next bit of the operation is a tricky bit. This is where we undo the bath taps, and as you can see, this is the pipes we've got to get out. There's the bottom of the tap. The other tap's over behind the whack of the waste, which we've got to get off to clear to get to the other one. So now we're going to get those undone. To do that, we need a special tool that I like to use, which is best for this job. There's my toolbox, and it's one of these. It's called a basin spanner, and that's it. I think you really need one of these whenever you're doing bath taps, or come to that basin taps, because they're just the same, very tricky to do. Bath taps are worse of all because you've only got this amount of room to get there, so we're going to see if we can get one undone. Okay, we've got one of the pipes off. I've just disconnected it there. As you can see, disconnected from the tap end. Be a little bit of water, don't worry about it. Comes out the pipes when you cut them through. So next thing we can do now is undo that waste there. Okay, a quick flick of this should come off fairly steadily and easy. There we are, we've got the front of it off. Just push the back through. Put your hand around the back of the bath and pull that bit through. See, we've got to lay down to get there because the pipe's right over the back of it. This is the awkward bit. You need to see where you're going. You need to get that spanner on that nut and twist it. See that go there? That was it, that can go. We've now got it on the turn and it's coming off, so you can now put your hand up in there. I won't do it by hand, just loosen up. Keep turning. Okay, it's dead simple, but as long as you can put your hands here, once you get to the end, you'll find the water starts coming out. It's just the dead bit that's at the end of the pipe that's laying in there. You can't do nothing about it. You've just got to undo it and let it go. Okay. Probably best to take the washer off in case it falls off and you lose it. So take that washer off and just put it up on the bath in case it comes off. That's got to go back on again. Okay, that leaves the two bath taps to come out. Now they've got back nuts on them. I don't know if you can see them under there. Once again, basin spanner, get it up on that nut. You can get a proper box spanner if you want to do this. I prefer the basin spanner. The tap will want to turn round, so you can get someone to hold the bath. You can. Get that right up. Yeah, go for it. Right. There she's gone. So once it's cracked, spin it off with your finger. Out a second. That's it. Should be yours. That's one tap out. I'll put a light there so you can see it a bit better. This one obviously undone, the tap's out. There's the far one. This one's going to be a bit more awkward because it's at the back. But we're going to have a go, see if we can get it filmed while I undo it. Right. Okay, we're going to get the spanner on there. And we're just going to flick it and he's gone. So that is gone. You can see that. Now I'm going to get my hand up there. Once it's gone, you can do it by hand. And I'm going to spin him off. Rob's going to pull the tap through for me. It should come up, just keep wiggling it off. It's only that plastic thing holding it, so pull it. That's it, it's out. Okay, we're going to fit these bath taps now, mixers so that we've got a shower in this bath. Washers down in there. We haven't got any, we should have washers on the back of there, really, black rubber washers, but no matter, they're not going to go anywhere because it's a bath mixer tap, so basically we're just going to, should just fit straight in those holes, which they do. And again, once again, it would help if you have got someone handy to hold those in position, just while you do the nuts up from underneath. Another little tricky bit, but you've got to get underneath again, get those nuts done up. So I'm going to go under here now. So we can get one of these nuts on the far one first. Always do the hard one first. That's this one. Just hold him steady with that hand. That's it. Spin him up. Get the last nut on. This is on this outside edge here. We've got the other one on. If you've got someone handy to hold the taps in the centre, so they don't go off while you do them up, it's even better. Because then you haven't got to struggle trying to get them level yourself afterwards by doing them a bit at a time. So if you've got someone there that you can hold the tap with, and you get your basin tool, turn it the other way round, and get it on that back. See if we can get it tightened up. We get it on there. And we tighten. Like that. That's that one. And now we're going to tighten up the near one. On here. And that's it, done. That's it, we're finished with the taps in the bath. Don't need a hand. Okay, this is the waste that we took off earlier. We're going to put that back neck forward. Well, actually, no, thinking about it, I'll connect the far one first because that's going to be in our way. So we'll get that far one connected. Make sure we get the washer on. Get it back on the end of it. So don't worry about any water in there. There's always a bit laying in them. Put that washer on. Get that started. And get that done up by hand first. And then base the spanner, just lay on the floor. Bath taps are a lay on the floor job. And just come up with a basin spanner, and like that, your basin spanner's got to be, and just give it a last nip, like that. And that's that one done. That's the hot one, which is the difficult one. Then comes your waste. Make sure the washer's still on it. See that little black washer there? Push that through, back through the hole. Right, then you get up out of the bath, come under it, get this back on, and then screw him on. It needs to be hand tight, but I just give it just a little nip of the grips without marking the chrome if you can. Just to give it a fine tight. And that's that. Okay. That now leaves just the hot one, the cold one I should say, get it right. That's this one here, the near one. You can see it under there. One pipe to go. See that? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we get that one on, make sure we put the washer on the end of the pipe first. Get the washer, put him on the end of the fitting, and then up there, and screw him up by hand. Hand done up. Nip him up with a spanner. I can do this one without laying down because it's closer. You see how good the basin spanner tool is now. See how it just grips the nut on the corners and slides back. This is a rigid basin spanner, adjustable, 3 sections, so you can get right down below fittings. It's fully adjustable and the head spins around on its axis. You really do need one of these if you're going to do bath taps or basin taps. I don't like the cheap things, they're not any good. Rigid, make sure you get one of these. Or borrow one if you need to. And that's it now, we should be on. We should be able to turn it all back on. Which is a cold one, this one here. Turn it back on. It's a bit warm, but we'll get it back on. There we go. And as you can see, I've left the bath tap open so you can see it flowing in. And we've got full pressure there on the cold. You know that one's on. We'll have a look under the bath now, see if there's any leaks. We'll bring the camera down here. We'll just have a look at that cold one there, that's the cold one. And it looks pretty good. It's a push fit in there usually, pretty sound, so that looks really good. So I think we're all right there. You can dry it all off, I suggest, with a rag afterwards. It's wet at the moment because of the water that came out of the dead pipe. So that's okay. We're just going to turn hot water back on by the tank. And there we go, it should be back on now. The tap will start running over there where the water's coming through, and there it is. Okay, and there we are, the bath tap's coming through. So we just check this one for leaks now. Turn him off first, and then get yourself down under here and check it. I mean, you can take that overflow back off to check it if you really were worried about it, or if you had any leaks you could take that overflow, that black overflow back out and just check it. Of course you can always take that off and leave it off until such time you finish the whole job, but I'm so confident that I'll put it back as I go because I've been plumbing for years. So that's fine. I think we're about there now, and that just means put the bath panel back on. But first of all we're going to put the shower rail up on the wall, so we'll show you do that next. There we are, we're just attaching the shower to the back of the shower tap now, and this onto the shower head. Very important when you do these on the bath tap, no point putting these taps on if you've got mains pressure on the cold and your hot's fed from the tank. It will never balance. In this system we've got cold water fed from the tank, hot water fed from the tank. They're going to balance, so we can evenly balance out. It's worth putting this on because it's going to work. But don't bother unless you've got either a combi boiler, the hot and the mains cold is also the same pressure and never balance out. So just a word of warning, don't waste your time doing it if you've got cold mains and your hot water is fed off a hot water cylinder. They won't balance up. Now we want that shower to be sort of middle of the bath, so we're doing it that way round. I'd be probably best about here actually. Yeah, so I need the spirit level just to level this up. So Rob's going to get me one. That looks like it. It's still a little bit out. That's it. Okay, we're level finally. We're putting this up as it is now. I know really you should have tiles on the wall really, but we want to get this shower up and running, so we're going to do the tiling later. Okay, but we're going to screw this up for now, make sure that's level. Always put that up and try and get the shower head centre with the centre of the bath tap down below. You know then it's roughly in line with the middle of the bath. Okay, so now I've got to draw this. Yeah, they go in easy. So put your plugs in once you drilled the holes. Don't want to bore you drilling the holes, but there we are. Stick your plugs in. Is to get all the plates on. So what we do, we get that one. Soap dish. Now you are supposed to have this for the hose to go through to stop it from dripping down into the bath, but although it is a requirement these days to stop the hose dropping down and siphoning back, I don't like them. we like to get the hose down so you can wash your hair and even hose the bath out, and if you have this on, it stops that from happening, because the hose is meant to go through this and link onto the shower head, and it means you can't pull it down. So I know you shouldn't, but leave it off. Okay, get your shower disc on, get that back on. We're ready to get the thing screwed to the wall. We're just getting him started up on the wall, get him at the right angles. Okay, I'm going to cut the screws and get the little posi driver. What we've got in that one do, get the right tool, get in there. Okay, I always find it best to stand in the bath, do these jobs, and put the screws in there, get that one lined up, started, and get the top one lined up, and start him in. Okay, you either screw these by hand like I'm doing, a bit of muscle on them, or it's a lot easier if you've got a screwdriver, electric screwdriver with a bit in it, and move this, and in they go. That's one. There goes the second one. We've got the look of our shower now with the end caps. They just slide in position up there like that, or lock in. The same with the top one. It slides down and locks in. Now we have a problem. It's not going to slide down because that piece of wood browns there. We're going to leave it off until the bath is tiled, and then hopefully we can just push it straight back on. Other than that, it's just a matter now of fitting the shower straight in the holder like that, and that's the end of the job really. That's it. Glue that up where you want it, and job finished.